Hi, my name is Pascal. Today we are going to run through which barbell to get for your home gym. I will keep it fairly high level and talk about all-purpose barbells, powerlifting barbells, Olympic weightlifting barbells and specialty barbells. To give you a short answer, I think the Titan Atlas bar or the Rogue Ohio barbell, and really just the basic model of the Rogue Ohio barbell, are some of the best options out there for a home gym. You don't really need more. These are all-purpose barbells, which is best fitted to home gym needs. And it can sometimes get a bit confusing between all of the different coatings, shafts, PSI, drop tests, whatever you find on the different websites in their marketing. Yes, all of these barbells have their place, but if you want to start nice and easy, get the Rogue Ohio barbell or the Titan Atlas barbell for your home gym and be done with it for $200 to $300. The first category of barbells are all-purpose barbells. So all-purpose barbells have the mediocre kind of feature or specifics on each feature that you can possibly get. So what do I mean by that? All-purpose barbells usually have bushing, so the sleeves don't rotate as well as bearing. They're usually zinc finished or not stainless steel, made of stainless steel. They don't really have aggressive knurling and they don't have the highest kind of PSI, values. However, those are more than enough for most home gyms. Most people don't lift 200 kg overhead on a continuous basis or deadlift 400 kg on a continuous basis. So for a first barbell, I think don't overthink it. Get one of the all-purpose models for $200 to $300 and go with it. The only thing you might want to think about to upgrade for yourself, because in a home gym you're the only user, so you don't really have to worry as much about wear and tear, is to upgrade to something a bit more shiny and get some color. So then it's $300 to $400, and then you might get the color of your choice, maybe a little customization on it, but that's that. The rest, yes, it is relevant, but it is more relevant for people who actually compete in powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting or CrossFit meets. Next category of barbells are powerlifting barbells. So the distinguishing kind of features for powerlifting barbells are a more aggressive knurling and a higher PSI value, so that they not bend as easy and that the whole barbell is hardened a bit more. Now the logic behind that is that the movements in powerlifting are not that dynamic, but usually have a lot more weight than in CrossFit or in Olympic weightlifting. I personally own the Rogue Ohio Power Barbell in stainless steel because I like it quite a bit, and also I mainly do powerlifting movements, and I think my numbers are okay and decent. They're not great, but they're decent, and I don't do any overhead work, so that is why I chose that barbell. So if you are not doing any kind of snatches or cleans and jerks, if you do the 3 big lifts mainly, the bench, the deadlift and the squat, then the Rogue Ohio Power Barbell is a very good option, or something similar from another vendor that has a bit more aggressive knurling, still bushing on the sleeves and maybe stainless steel, but then again that is more something, personal preference in terms of color and longevity of the barbell and how much you actually want to spend on it. Next category of barbells are Olympic weightlifting barbells. Now what their most distinguishing features are the whip and the bearing on the sleeves. So what you want for an Olympic barbell is that it has a bit of whip. The whip will help you to make it a little easier to push the weight overhead, because the movement within the barbell will actually Well, it is a bit of a slingshot effect. Now, you don't want to overstate that because the weight is still quite heavy, but you have a little bit of a slingshot effect when you clean it, and then from there really directly go overhead. So whip is good. The other aspect is the bearing. So what you want for an Olympic barbell is that it spins quite fast, so that you won't wobble when you're actually getting the barbell either to the rack position in the clean and jerk or directly overhead for the snatch. The more friction there is on the sleeves, the more likely it becomes that you will wobble within the movement because the weight is not spinning with the handle that you have the hands on. So that's why you want bearing rather than bushing, and that makes these barbells quite a bit more expensive than the barbells with bushing, because it is a more intricate kind of design within the sleeves and the shafts to make it spin better, and there's also more material in it. So that is why these barbells tend to cost double of what a barbell with bushing would cost. So usually Olympic barbells with bearing are somewhere in the $500 area up to $1,000. It is rare that you'll find them under $500. The last category of barbells are specialty barbells. So what I understand under specialty barbells are the Duffalo bar from Kabuki, for example, which has a little bend so that you actually, for squats, don't have as much strain on your shoulders than you have with a straight barbell. Earthquake barbells, bamboo barbells, safety squat barbells. So that for me, camber barbells, you know, for having multi-grip kind of setups for bench presses, or a trap bar. So all of these things for me fall under specialty barbells, because if you have a straight barbell, you'll most likely sort it. With these specialty barbells, these are only for the really, really dedicated people. So if you find some kind of shortcomings in your movement patterns as a powerlifter or as an Olympic weightlifter, then these barbells can be an upgrade to an already existing home gym for the very dedicated people who want to work on their weak spots. Most people, in my personal opinion, won't need a second barbell once they've bought one, unless for fun, but it's not really a necessity. So don't wreck your head too much about, oh, can I really follow my program if I don't have that specialty barbell? Because there are usually some exercises that you can swap with bands or plates, or with just the barbell itself. You're just moving in a different direction, that can address these kind of specialty barbells. Not as good as they would, but close enough to get a similar effect. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel. Have a very nice day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.